Hi, welcome to IB Environmental Systems and Societies for the 2020-2021 school year. I'm Mrs. Bolden. This is my contact information and my actual teaching schedule. The virtual schedule will follow. I'll give you an idea of when I will be available for office hours and things like that. Just a little bit about me. I have lived in this area for about 26 or 7 years. I did grow up in Oregon. I attended Oregon State University, and then I transferred to South Dakota School of Mines and Technology. I received my undergrad from there. I then went on to get my teaching certification and master's in administration from Central Missouri State. At Lee Summit West, I am the co-lead teacher for science. I teach, in addition to this course, Advanced Studies Biology and Principles of Biomed Sciences, and I also sponsor the Earth Club. In terms of an overview of this course, what we're really looking at is a cross-discipline type course. We're looking at how we as humans interact with the environment, how different cultures have different views on the environment, and really what shapes our beliefs in terms of environmental values. Lots of things that we do in this course will involve evaluating our own perspectives and how we feel about different scenarios and situations. It's not like any other course that I've ever taught, nor which a lot of students have ever taken, where there are days where we literally can come into class, hopefully in person at some point, and I just say, hey, this morning I saw something on the news and I really thought it was interesting. Let's sit and talk about how we feel about that and how does that impact our societies. Different units of study all kind of blend together. There is some traditional ecology, and then there's conservation, biodiversity, how pollution plays a role in things like aquatic systems and soil systems, atmospheric sciences, and a lot of it wraps in repeatedly those foundations that are done in topic 1. We always look back at how this Earth is a big system and how we interact with the system. What we do affects not only us, not only local, but it's a global perspective. In terms of grading in this class, it'll be a little different than normal because until we are back in person, I'm not sure what assessments will completely look like. Work would be like day-to-day things. There will be some degree of projects that I will probably place in the assessment category. And then the biggest thing is the internal assessment piece. This is an individual project, which we won't really go into until second semester, but it is 25% of that second semester grade. And then first semester, there's 10% of the grade that comes from a final exam. There's a little snippet here about IB exam. Every student enrolled in the course is expected to take the IB exam. The fee for that is $119. The IB coordinator, Ms. Davalos, will give us more information on that as the time nears for registration and payment. Just little expectations on distance learning. It's new for all of us, what the expectations will look like. I'm still trying to shape what I think it should look like. I do plan for this course to meet on the scheduled days, at least in person for a short period of time to kind of talk about what the day should look like, what I expect each student to be working on, have some discussion time because discussion is a huge piece of this course. So just a few things to keep in mind. Always checking your email, checking Schoology. Organization is going to be a key here because a lot of this course will be self-directed with some assistance from me, of course. And then finding some place that you can consider your classroom at home where you won't be interrupted, where you can work. It's probably really important for all students. Google Meet time. I do expect all students to be logged into Google Meet and participate in the discussion piece. There will be times where I have you break out into small groups, which I'll probably pre-assign groups, and we'll keep those for a while. come back together as a big group, discuss some of the things that have been going on. There is some degree of group work in this course. I don't know what that will look like at this point. Usually when we're in the classroom, it is lab-based work. Until I figure out how we're going to incorporate that in a virtual existence. I may do a few project-based things that are group work. It's just difficult for me to say at this point. But when we are in Google Meets, there will be discussion time. There will be answering of questions, asking of questions. They'll be talking about the work that you've previously done and what is coming up. Homework and late work policy. Traditionally, I don't accept late work for this course, but because, again, we are in a different situation than any of us is used to, I will give you 2 days, which is essentially the next time I would see you in class, to complete something late for partial credit. I do expect you to turn in everything that I assign as a Google assignment through Schoology. Those are the types of things that will help me judge what you are needing more help with, how you are proceeding throughout the work. This page, which I will publish this presentation in Schoology for you, has some links that might be helpful. A couple of the most important ones probably come where I do have a web page set up. On that web page, I do have note presentations for every single topic that we cover in the course. So that might be a useful tool to go to. There's a little snippet down there where discussion board pieces, how to ask and answer questions appropriately. We do use a lot of discussion boards in this class. The virtual notebook textbook in the bottom right-hand corner is something that you will use frequently. It is actually a course companion textbook that goes along with this class. You'll be using that to complete what I am calling virtual notebooks. So essentially it's like taking some notes with guided questions, but you'll be using that textbook as a help. Each of those little icons right here are linked to the things that are listed there. I do have the virtual schedule, bell schedule, so this will be a 3rd-hour course. So we will meet on A days, which will be Monday and Thursday, and we will meet from 9:30 to 10:55. I do have office hours in the morning and in the afternoon, both, and on Wednesdays I'll be available. At this point, I have not set up a consistent Google Meet link, but I will have one set up that we will use, and I'll give you an entrance code to get into that. And then I'll have like the open tutoring time link available as well. If we move to a hybrid schedule, this class will be divided again like all other classes based on last name. And this is what that schedule will look like. Really, I know that this is a lot different than doing an in-person meeting. So if you have questions, feel free to go back and look at my contact information, reach out to me through email. I'd be happy to ask and answer any questions that you have. And this presentation, again, will be linked in Schoology, so you can click on and see the detailed course syllabus if you want, and then some of those other links on that tools page. I am looking forward to this school year, even though it will probably be a lot different for all of us. I'm excited because this class is a very fun class. So thank you for your time.